first, you have to have the confidence in order to be in front of the audience. Put up a show, you have to wear outfits which non-normal people do on a daily basis. You have to have the larger than life character or something which speaks without saying anything. We, as professional wrestlers, try to tell a story. The story which you don't communicate, but you tell the whole world what's going on. At the end, it comes down to the basics, the good versus the bad. And when the good is trying to, prove a point that, okay, he's trying to win a match, the bad always tries to put it down with some bad or cheap shots or something completely which is not, it's against the rules. And the good plays with the rules. So just like any professional, like even if you watch baseball or basketball nowadays, they have cheap shots, that's the bad guy. So that's how professional wrestling is. See, in the professional wrestling world, like, it's what you see on TV is like the fancy, flashy, the glamorous part of the wrestling. But behind the scene, they put in a lot of work. They do a lot of drills which normal people cannot do. We go to the gym like at least 5 to 6 times a week. Some people go like 7 days a week. Then we do weekend shows, travel 8 to 9 hours per week. It's hard on our bodies. Then some people are not really trained, and some people are really trained. So it's a mix of everything. So you're putting your bodies online, and when you train, you have to know what you're conditioning depending on your roles in the gym and in the ring too. If you're a high flyer, you'll be doing all sorts of things like jumps and the CrossFit stuff, which people don't usually do in a day-to-day life, which people think is more challenging. The more you challenge yourself, the better you get. So the people who are ready to take more risks and go to the next level, they work out and they do things differently. See, as we were talking about physical conditioning and endurance, teamwork also is linked to that. If you are in good conditioning, and if my body is handled by you and you are slamming me, you better be trained, you better have a protection plan, because you can easily hurt somebody. You can easily, throw somebody off the ropes, or just be careless or be lazy and not knowingly hurt somebody, and that person might not be able to wrestle again. So that makes it a teamwork when you have to put the trust in the other person and still, fight like the good versus the bad and put up a good show. Like people like us, we just contact the promoter like, hey, can I get booked or can I just work for free? Just for them to see if you can perform. Then you make $20, $30 per show, and that's how it all starts. So what we do is we try to impress the promoter to put the trust in us so we can work for them and put up a good show. I remember the first 2 years I was never booked for any show. All I did was just put up the ring. I was the water boy pretty much. Just put up the ring and just nobody would even talk to you, and you were just considered to be one of the crew members. Because you just love to be next to the ring. You just felt like if you can get in there, roll around, or just play around like a little kid in the park. Same thing for us, because that's what we want to do. So we gave in 2 years to be in a match. So it's a different feeling. You have to earn the trust. And I feel it's a little too much sometimes. That you have to go over the top and just, prove yourself every time. Like for me, I had to leave my family to make a life, a career in America. It's hard. Learn the language, quit smoking, all the negativity, stay away from that, then focus on one thing only. It's like the different hurdles, different obstacles you have to go through. But I think I made the right decision. I feel happier. I feel like it was meant to be, because that's what I always wanted to be, as a professional wrestler. I wanted to headline one of the main events and just prove to the people that I'm not that kid who's gonna be bullied anymore. I'm not the person who will be laughed at for making a mistake, for saying some English word, was trying to talk in English and I couldn't speak. People laughed at me. So it was hard, and now I just want to say that what, at the end I'm thankful for all that put downs or all that, you know, laughing in my face, because that just made me a better person. And that could be used in a good way, because a lot of people use that as a crutch and hang on to like some addictions or, you know, some kind of some negativity. And I feel that I've made myself positive, completely opposite. And if people start thinking like that, maybe you might not have that much problems. If you have a dream, if you think that you want to achieve something, you might fall. You might have this fear that you might just fail. And if you just keep thinking about the fear, you might never succeed. So I would say go out there and do everything it takes. If you never tried it, how would you know the results? You have to try it. And sometimes we have different dreams. There's change in dreams, and then there's different, you know, hurdles and stuff. You just have to go through the struggle. That experience is different. So don't be scared of failing, of falling. You know, it's bound to happen. The struggle makes you better. It just makes you stronger. So I love struggle. I love, you know, I tell that everybody that if you never failed, if you never got laughed at, if you never were made fun of, you never would know what success is.